Okay, and the reason for that is because two reasons. Number one, people go to a library not because the software is fantastic, not because you're paying a fortune for the software and for all the other stuff that goes with it. They do it simply because you've got a massive collection that just about addresses every piece of their requirements and every one of their needs. So that's number one. Number two is we live in a digital world, okay? And whether we like it or not, the world has gone digital. But more importantly, if you have a look at your analysis of your actual patrons in the library, they are switched on with digital information. I have been to that many sites where the school has actually barred YouTube, as a good example. And they barred it simply because they discovered that if they allow YouTube, probably 100% of the schools will be on that digital page, and a whole bunch of other stuff, Facebook pages and so forth and so on. So the digital does turn on. So what we're going to do is, how do we add digital content to our collection? Okay. Now, if you're running Smart Suite, it's easy as pie. Okay. So let's, if you're running Smart Suite, you should have a TV for Education button up here. And this is your inquiry screen. And as you scroll down your inquiry screen, you'll get more and more resources. Now, what I want you to take a note of, we've got Maths Basic Division. That's the very first item that was there, because as we add new items, everything will shuffle down. Now, what I'm trying to illustrate for you is that if I add 3 digital items, they'll shuffle down 3. If I add 23 digital items, they'll shuffle down 23. So what we're going to demonstrate for you is how to expand your library collection by adding digital resources that are going to be engaging, that's going to turn them on in the areas that they are studying. Okay, we're not talking about using it for entertainment. We're talking about expanding your digital collection so that you get more people engrossed and engaged with your library system and with the services that you offer. So if you are a Smart Suite, a Functional Solutions customer, you will be running Smart Suite. And if you're running Smart Suite, you would have a TV for Education button there. If you don't, you need to contact support and ask them about it. Okay, but this is the way it would work. So I'll click on TV for Education, and this will open up a whole new world of resources. We're talking about resources that are current, they're relevant, they're curriculum based, and most importantly, they are very, very engaging. Okay, now we're looking at recently added Learning Tube, documentaries, movies, YouTube, lessons with worksheets. Okay, so yeah, it's quite incredible. So let me just show you how to add anything from here. Okay, so let's go and scroll from here. These are recently added, and I'll talk to you in a minute about stuff gets added onto the system. Recently added based on requests from teachers right around Australia. So if I look at this one, I go, oh, that's interesting. You just click on it, and the video will come up and it will start playing. Let me just turn this volume down. Okay, and so as you're looking at the item, you'll think, oh, this is interesting. It'd be nice to have it in my collection. Well, if that's how you feel, all you need to do is click the star. You just click that star and it'll say this resource has been added to your items. That's it. And that's how you add it. Literally as simple as that. So if I go down here and have a look, and I'm looking at Hometown Stories, let's have a look at that. Okay, and that video will come up. It'll start playing. And if you want that video in your collection, you just go star, and that'll add it. More importantly, how about we just search? We search for science. You search for science, and all the science videos come up here. You can have a look. Okay, and they're incredible. So just click on a video, and you just go ahead and add it. So you can search for almost any word or phrase, and it'll bring it up, because science is a bit broad. That's no problem. So why not click on subjects? Click on subjects, and there's all the, oh, we've got STEM. So let's click on STEM. Oh, within STEM, we've got technologies. Let's click on technologies. Okay, and there you go. And if you want to add it, just click on it. You like it? All right, go ahead. Just click the star and that'll add that video to the system. Okay, now let's go a little bit further. So I'm not a multimedia person because I use YouTube. I'm happy with YouTube. That's all I want to use. That's okay. So do a search and then have a look at what we've got. And if you're not happy, and of course you can scroll. Okay, remember over 160,000 with something like 250 to 300 new items being added every week. So you could never exhaust what you want. So, but if you're a YouTube user, you don't like using our stuff, and by the way, everything you get from us is free of all advertisements. Okay, the only exception is YouTube because it's illegal to download a YouTube and remove ads and do all those things that a lot of people do. It's illegal. So we keep you legal with YouTube. All you need to do, click YouTube and it'll take you to the YouTube page. Scroll down, go load more. Okay, and you can have a look at all of that and you go, oh, that's interesting, the robot fly. So just click on it, have a look at it, and just because it's YouTube doesn't mean you have to act differently. So if that's what you want, all you need to do is click the star and that'll add that YouTube video to the collection. Now let's go ahead and have a look at something else. Oh, I'm looking at this one over here, real invisibility. So click on that one, okay, and then add that to the collection. Okay, now what happens if you are looking for something and it's not in the system? And that's a possibility. The beauty about Functional Solutions Smart Suite and TV for Education, absolutely no teacher will ever be able to come to you and say, oh, I didn't find anything in the digital collection. That's the reason for that is we guarantee to give you absolutely any content to match any curriculum outcome, any lesson, any worksheet requirement that you have. We can find it and we can get it for you. And if we don't, we'll even build it for you. So here we go. How do I request stuff that's not in there? So let me just put in something over here. If I put in something, I'm deliberately putting in something that's totally nonsense. But if you put in something legitimate and you do a search, okay, and let's go back to TV for Educate and you get no results found, not an issue. All you do is you click on My Requests. And when you click on My Request, what it's going to do, it's going to present a Make a Request screen. And you can go to Topic Requests, put in the age group, the curriculum code if you've got one, the subject you're trying to teach, the lesson aim. Tell us a bit about what you want. And when you go submit, guess what? 48 hours later, you'll get a list of resources to choose from to add it to your collection. If you turn around and say, yep, but I want something from free to air, not a problem. Click on My Request, click on free to air, and anything that's broadcast on the free to air spectrum up to 60 days ago or anytime in the future, you can go ahead and you can just put in the request, put in the program name, okay, and we know the channel because you've selected the channel, give us the start date, and go submit. So up to 60 days ago, if no one else has requested it, we'll have a copy of it. We'll give it to you. If someone has requested it, don't worry about it. Even if they requested 6 months ago or 6 years ago, we'll have a copy of it as long as someone requested it. And you can have it free of all advertisements. Okay? Okay. Now, the next thing is, what about Foxtel? Foxtel is an amazing teaching resource. So basically, you can request anything from Foxtel as long as you're using it for teaching. Remember, this is not your private video collection. This is to build your library collection to address topics that your teachers and your students need to teach and communicate. So you can request absolutely anything from Foxtel. Just click on it, put in the program name, and the only proviso is it has to be airing in 48 hours time because we need to program it, we need to strip the ads, and we need to make it available for you. Okay? Now, if I go back to my schools collection, remember all those videos I added by just clicking the star? Well, guess what? Here they all are. It's added within an instant. And when your students click on a video, it'll come up over here. And guess what? It will play here. And that's what's beautiful about building your library collection with digital objects that are going to be engaging. It's going to be creative, but more than anything else, it's going to teach. And kids and teachers love digital collection because, you know, a picture, a video speaks more than 1,000 words. Now, if you this is an important documentation. You can obviously go big screen, okay? You can fast forward it, you can do all those things. Now, if this is an important video and you need to send it home to your students to watch, you can click that share icon. The teacher can do it, you can do it. Choose, I want to share it with my year 11s. Then just grab that URL by just clicking and dragging, highlighting that URL, right click and copy, and then go and paste it into an email or unit of work or whatever. So all of a sudden, not only are you expanding your collection, but you're making use of it. And because you've used the share link, guess what? We will give you a report of everyone that's ever watched that video, when they watched it, when they clicked on it, and how often they watch it. We'll give you that sort of detailed analytics about it. So it's more than just growing the collection. It's making good use and keeping accountability. And if it's just you in the library, well, why not give the TV for Education option to every teacher in your school? Show them how to do it and get them growing your library collection, making it much more interesting than just books. Okay, so it's very, very important to understand that not only you as a library staff member can grow and build an expanding and engaging collection, but every teacher can contribute. And guess what? Every digital item you add doesn't cost you a cent to buy. It's part of the library collection as long as you've got TV for Education, and it stays there forever, unless of course you delete it. And the way you delete it is delete it exactly the same way as you would a book. So, thank you very much to present this particular episode on building and expanding an engaging collection. Thank you very much.